Hi guys, just thought I'd tell you a bit about what's going on here and give you some quick little updates on our farm. Been pretty busy lately and a few little dramas and hiccups, but yeah, we've had some wild turkeys nest we found down here, and they were eggs, and we just chucked them all in the eggs in the incubator, 24 eggs, and we've got about 12 that have hatched, and there's still another 5 or 6 in the incubator still drying out, so that's pretty cool. I don't know what we're going to do with them yet, but we'll see what happens. And over here we've got our quail. Yeah, they were with our parrots, but rats have gotten in. They've been going underneath our gravel on the floor. We thought it'd be good enough to keep the rats out, but obviously not, and we're going to put some concrete flooring down maybe next weekend or something in a couple of pens and start putting the quail back and moving the birds around and doing it up a little bit. So we lost about, I think, 3 or 4 quail. The rest of them are down in here. Still getting good 10 eggs a day out of them. And yeah, and we've been hatching, and we still are hatching. Probably we put in 70 eggs in the incubator every week, and we probably hatch about, it's probably about 50 a week that actually hatch. Yeah, they're just in our little brooder pens here. That's some more quails we hatched there. These ones are a little bit older over here. And down in the back here we have Miss Broody Mama. So she's got eggs. We gave her eggs down there. Gave her 12 barred rock eggs. So I'm hoping she's actually just come off for a rest, or else she's just ditched the eggs. But yeah. So I'll take you around and do some quick updates. So I'll take you around and you can see a little bit of what's going on and why I've been so busy. It's spring and all, so it's crazy. Okay, here's our bunnies in here. If you thought last time there was a bit of bunnies, baby bunnies, you want to see now. Yes, as you can see, we've probably got about 20 little bunnies running around from 3 litters, and they're off mummy now, so they're pretty much weaned and ready for sale. Yeah, they're pretty much got this whole run to go around, and they sleep in there at night, and we feed them lots. So yeah, they're pretty cute, but there is a lot of them, and we need to sell them on fast because they eat a lot. So if anyone wants some pet bunnies, give us a call because we've got heaps. So my beehives over here, they're getting a bit monstrous, and it's a bit hard to sort of keep an eye on them at the moment because I think I got like maybe I've got 10 old hives here and a lot of nukes that I'm going to sell on, but the 10 hives I've had swarm 4 times now, so yeah, it's a bit hard going through every hive, and some of them have got 2-3 brood boxes which I need to get down to 1, so it's a bit manageable. And yeah, basically I shake all the bees off to find every swarm cell and kill off any new queens that want to emerge and take half my hive with them. There's been about 4 swarms, so we caught 3 of them, and yeah, the other one got away on us. But yeah, it's all happening here. It takes me about half a day to check them all, so if you want beehives, they take a lot of time. So I only recommend it if you don't like your weekends. So since moving these guys into this new pen over here, we're actually getting eggs. About 6 or 7 a day. So we went from 0 to 6 to 7 a day. So yeah, I don't think it was a lack of grass or anything over there. I think just the piggies were having a ball and eating all the eggs. So yeah, it's definitely upped our duck egg game, so that's cool. Okay, we talked about at the start, well, when we started video, we're going to say highs, video high and lows. Well, this is a bit of a low. These guys have decided to break through my netting, probably there. It is pretty hoary, but I thought it would sort of keep them out. But down here we've got our pumpkin plants, and in between we did have corn. And these guys have decided to come in and eat it all. So, and they're very vicious because they got their little babies with them. So I'm just gonna haul them out, so bear with me. Okay, the geese are out, so hopefully they don't come in for a while. But yeah, so this is my garden down here. The pumpkins have been left alone, so at least I'm gonna have pumpkins. But all this cardboard down here, I'm gonna keep making these beds, and the beds will keep going across and across until I reach sludge, because it's pretty poor drainage there. It's pretty poor drain. Yeah, it's pretty poor drainage there. But I might have a solution, and I might have a mate with a digger that we can run it all the way down there, a drain. So see what happens. So our Kiwi style chickshaw is not doing too bad. One leg's fallen off, but hey, still works. And still got us from way over there where you can see the grass is short to way over here. So we've been moving them once every week, or if the grass is a bit better, once every 2 weeks. And seem to be loving it. Probably about 20 to 30% of their feed, we don't need to feed them because they're getting it from their grass. See, they're all hiding in the shade over there. And we do have one problem. We have a guinea fowl in here, which is supposed to be over in her cage, but yeah, she's over here thinking she's boss man of the chickens and roosters. So yeah, she eats ticks and stuff, so we'll let her do what she does. So let me tell you a bit of what we've got growing here and what we're doing. So over here, just here, and a couple down, we have cucumber, and we're planting this trellis up here just to hang string down, and hoping they can just grow up instead of horizontally. Then we can use more space for the dirt and that. And next to them we have capsicum plants on each side, and some different varieties. We actually didn't grow these ones from seeds. We grew the cucumbers from seeds, and the tomatoes and the beans, but and most of everything else. But the capsicum I ended up buying because I still have them in the greenhouse, but they're taking a while to shift off, to boost off. But yeah, these are our beans, and they're actually doing pretty good. And I have got some giant sunflowers roaming around in there, and yeah, here's our giant sunflowers here. So they're on the poles and stuff, and I'll tie them to them at a later date. And yeah, we've got our tomatoes down here at the end of the rows. I don't know what's going up with that one, but two of them seem to be dying, but nothing but a water can't help, I think. And I have two massive eggplants. These are eggplants, and yeah, I went on a bit of a spending spree and bought two massive eggplants just because I can, and I felt like it. And over here we have some more tomato plants, and I've got some onions on the side there and silverbed on the other side, and some kale down the end. And something keeps coming in my garden, and I don't know if it's kids. What do you reckon? That's a kid's footprint or something animal wise, because something keeps coming in my garden. And it's always here, and it's always down by our salad greens, so I don't know. I think it happens at night because I never see anything down here. But yeah. And we've also got trellis on that one. Our big arch there, we're planning on putting our beans up and across, but I actually planted some passion fruit there, but wifey does not want it there. So we'll see how long it can stay there until she says otherwise. Over here she's got some sort of citrus leaves. So this is her part of the garden anyway. And we have some silver beet and some kale, not kale, some cabbage and broccoli and some zucchini down the end there. And over here, these monster plants here, these are our potatoes. And basically, when I plant the potatoes, I only put like maybe this much dirt over the potatoes. And every week I've been putting like about 5 wheelbarrow loads over the potatoes as the plant grows, and basically I have not kept up with them. They're going crazy. So I'm interested to see around Christmas how much actual potatoes we get, because it is just crazy big. So over here we have carrots, just normal carrots. We have like the coloured carrots, and we have I think it's purple carrots, and then we have beetroot, row of beetroot, a row of I don't know, fancy lettuce, I suppose you call it, and then the other row is supposed to be butter crunch lettuce. And it got to a certain size and then started getting mutilated by something. I don't know what's actually eating it, but we do have like slug pellets in here because we've got no other way of controlling the snails. Well, not yet anyway, so we've been putting snail pellets, but something's actually eating it, and I'm sure it's at night because I never see anything during the day. So I might actually come out tonight and see what's going on, because it's not good. And over here we have another whole row of potatoes, which also has footprints in it. See, that's a footprint. Better be a footprint anyway. I think these little kids are stepping through the garden, so they're going to get a talking to. But yeah, I've got little irrigation right through. I've got irrigation right through the garden, and basically in the potato patch I've got a line running right through, and then I've got this little sprinkler going into it, and I've got them in every garden, as you can see. And and I've got a pressure reducer and a timer on here, so I can basically turn it on and I can set it for 30 minutes, and then all my sprinkler systems should kick off into gear. As you can see, all those little risers down there, they've got little 360 sprinklers, and I've got about 7 of them in every bed. And the potatoes, I've got them, you know, a bit higher than that, just because the plant's a bit higher. And yeah, this garden's going to be quite cool when it's all mature. The only thing that is going to be a problem is if these buggers, these piggies over here, decide to jump over here to the garden. It's only a chicken mesh wire holding it from there to there. Hopefully one day they don't smell the garden and decide to come over. Also the chickens, they're only over there, they could just jump the fence and eat up everything. And we've also got chickens in there, and our guinea fowl, which have found a way out. Luckily only one's coming out, but they can easily eat it up. But yeah, it'll be interesting tonight when I come down, see what's eating up my garden. So in here reminds me of my our first video, one of our first videos, where our goats and pigs used to be in here and wrecked this mesh, and we only just sort of fixed it. Well, now there's holes everywhere, holes all down the fence line, and that's because the baby goats and the baby lamb has been living in here. I mean, the grass is just beautiful, but it's come at a cost, and there's no feeders in here. I think they're up there outside somewhere, but not in the pens, because the goats found out how to eat the chicken food out of the feeders. So we've had to go back to the good old times, ice cream containers, and throw it over and distract the goats. And we've lost 2 roosters since they've been in here, Splash and our blue that was going to take over our old one up there. So yeah, but there's still a healthy lot of blues and splashes, and they're just a mixed flock, so it doesn't really matter at the moment. One day I'll clean up all that mesh, and yeah.